Good morning. Hi, Gina Luisa. Here once again this morning just to help lift the vibration of our collective consciousness. Today is July the 24th of 2025. Ooh, I wonder if I said that when I was doing the cards. July the 24th of 2025. Oh my God, what a beautiful day it is here. Sunny, just breezy, gorgeous. Good, I did this morning. I went outside and I picked myself a bowl of blackberries. I have blueberries. It was near the blueberries. There are blueberries out there. But look at this wonderful abundance. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at the size of that. Beautiful, beautiful berries. Look at some of these berries. Like, look at them. Aren't they gorgeous? Look at the size of those berries. You see that? Aren't they incredible? Oh my God, that's so good. This morning's cards. It's about, getting it done. We, the twin flames, we, the collective in this row, we're the type of people. It doesn't matter what anybody else is doing in this row. We march to the beat of our own drum. Maybe everybody else is mowing their city lawns. I planted blackberries right over the Concord grapes. I got that right next to them. And they grew right over the top. I've got hazelnuts and cherries and peaches and Macintosh apples and a lot of other things out there too. I'm a little different. I march to the beat of our own drum. Like we do. We are the twin flames. We march to the beat of our own drum. Society might say we need to do this. But in here, this is where we need. Our need comes from in here and in here. We know what we have to do. And God imprinted in us a knowing how to get her done. Aren't we the luckiest of all the beings on this earth? We've been closed off for a lot of years because we had to develop. Like that little teeny, when I first put that blackberry bush in there, it was just a small little thing, right? It was like not more than a couple feet long. And then the very next spring, I got blackberries from it, and then the next summer, and then the next, exponential abundance. Like we, the twin flames. When we started off with our grandiose plans, ideas, our essence of who we are, it might have been just a tiny little thing we planted in our heart, in our mind, of this is how life should be. This is the respect I deserve in this world. This is the respect I give other things. All things deserve that respect. Nurture and care. And no, I'm not going to believe something that doesn't sit with me. We the twin flames, we want more out of this life. It's like, yes, I know this is a good relationship, but it's not. It doesn't fulfill the way I think a relationship should fill, And I hear so many people say, well, but that's what it is, you don't expect too much, and, but we the twin flames, we have to expect too much, and it's who we are. You say, no, it's possible. It's possible to have the meeting of the minds and the meeting of the heart. It's possible to find someone who's compatible. Not only is it possible, but it's why I'm in life. I wouldn't need it. I wouldn't want it. God doesn't instill in us anything, any need that cannot be fulfilled, right? God gives us thirst because water is there to quench our thirst. God gives us hunger because berries are there to fulfill that hunger. He makes our bodies need the nutrients, okay? So he has the sunlight be soaked into the bush, and the bush to translate all of that wonderful sunlight and nutrients from the soil into a beautiful little package of nutrition that when we put it in our mouth, our bodies can take all those little pieces and repair things and perpetuate, give us energy and healing. It's just an amazing thing. The exchange of energies. But a berry can give a person that just looking at the beautiful sunlight through the trees, which I'm starting to get to do a little bit more and more and more. Because I won't just say, oh, well, I guess I'll never get to see that again. I say, God, I can't live without the sky, the clouds, the sky, the canopy of the trees, the walking through the woods, the smelling, the hearing, the harvesting. Yeah, that's who I am. Oyster mushrooms aplenty in the woods. Lion's mane mushrooms aplenty in the woods. All of the wonderful greeneries. Oh my God, like lamb squatters. Oh, I love lamb squatters. Especially now that spinach is so, spinach is falling off the map, it seems, doesn't it? People calling all kind of crazy things spinach. Spinach is spinach, okay? But lamb squatters, only foragers really understand what I mean when I say lamb squatters. Yay! Right? There are things in this world that are so wonderful. It reminds me of a movie. All right, I gotta get off track for a second. It's called The Last of the Dogmen. Very good movie. If you haven't seen Last of the Dogmen, you've got to see Last of the Dogmen. Very, very good movie. Anyway, Barbara Hershey and Berenger. Where did that? Because he's one of my favorite actors. Oh my God, I can't believe I don't remember his first name. He's such a great actor. But Berenger, right? Anyway, but he's. I'm just gonna give you the one little scene that I'm laughing over. Okay, so how do I gotta set it up? So anyway, in this movie, this man is out in the wilderness, and he witnesses something. Anyway, I'm not gonna give you the movie. It's a very good movie. You gotta see it. But anyway, in the movie, there was this one scene where he's making what he calls wilderness stew, and that's what made me think of this movie at all. The wilderness stew, you know. And when she goes to eat it, the person who was with him, goes to eat Ken Berenger, right? Isn't it? Anyway, she goes to eat this wilderness stew, and it's like, ugh, right? Not my wilderness stew. My wilderness stew is like, oh man, give me some more of this stuff, right? Because I know what to pick out there that tastes great, you know? The wild onions and, like I said, lamb squatters, and there's so much out there between the mushrooms and the roots and the nuts and the berries and the, right? And meat, you know, little suck. Ooh, meat. Nice fire. Or a nice big fresh fish. Ooh. And dig up some taters. Mwah. You know what I'm saying? We exist outside the box. We're just daring to live outside the box. Daring to say, hey, you know what? When I want a piece of fish, I don't have to go to like a restaurant or a supermarket. I can cast a line. How about that? I can walk through the woods when I want mushrooms. Because I believe, because things come in seasonal the way they do, that when we eat seasonally, like some things will say, oh, eat this every day and see what happens. If you eat it every day during that season, that's good. I believe our bodies store nutrients. You don't just eat it and then it goes through you and then it's gone, Or nature wouldn't be the way it is. You would eat all your wonderful fruits and nuts and berries and greeneries in the spring and in the summer, and your body has those nutrients to make it all through the winter when you're only eating meat, really, Meat and dried grains and things like that. Maybe breads, if you're lucky enough to have the breads, and you got a cow, you're going to have butter all year long. Butter and milk and yum. And chickens, you get eggs. Less in the wintertime. Unless you kept them well fed and warm. They need to stay nice and warm. There's a lot of things that we understand. And now we're implementing that. Maybe we suspected that life could be better. That life is meant to... something in life wasn't quite how... I don't think that's how life is supposed to be lived. Not for me. No. We try to fit things. Oh, this looks like it fits really good. And we suspect. When, like on this twin flame journey, the soulmate twin flame journey, we could suspect it's somebody. And then when we meet somebody else but you just can't deny that boy, there's really a genuine connection. Something cool. Hey, well, but I was waiting for this other person. And you're going to deny something wonderful? That's not what we, the twin flames, do. We live in the moment. We let every relationship grow us to wisdom and understanding. And if that person who we thought was our connection was a connection just to grow us to be the best version of ourselves so that we could resonate when we do find our actual twin flame, how precious is that? When we go through our relationships in this world, we have friends, acquaintances, lovers. We go through and we're to grow one another to become our highest versions. It's so wonderful. We, the twin flames, are now opening ourselves up and understanding that it's us. It's in our everyday, in our every doing, that we, by bringing that energy into ourselves, we truly are existing in this world as just a little piece of heaven. I love you all. It is I, Gina Luisa, being part of our chosen collective to bring a little piece of heaven into aliveness. I love you all. See you tomorrow.